After years of lurking in his subconscious, Zur-En-Arrh is finally ready to take over the body of the Dark Knight and force a final confrontation between Batman and the Joker. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop to the pages of Batman issue number 140 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up from where the last issue left off, the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh had finally managed to hijack Bruce's body fully completely. This happened at the worst possible time during yet another violent showdown with the Joker, only here's the twist, the Clown Prince of Crime is actually super stoked about this. As Mr. J so eloquently puts it, finally that edge in your voice, it's not a put-on anymore, it's you, the real Batman, my Batman. And yes, like you even have to ask, I take every opportunity I possibly can to do my own Hamill-esque impression. And from a character standpoint, this certainly makes a lot of sense. Joker always wanted to push Batman into a situation wherein he'd be forced to kill him, in doing so making Joker the real victor. And now it seems like Zur-En-Arrh is going to give him everything he wanted. While all of this is going on, Bruce is trapped within his own mind, surrounded by an army of multiversal Zur-En-Arrhs. I know even amongst some of my other comic critic friends, there was some confusion around why exactly all these other multiversal Batman are inside Bruce's own head right now. Well, we get an answer in this issue. It would seem that during the last big arc during Bruce's trip across the multiverse, all of these different Zur-En-Arrhs kind of hitched a ride. The idea being that together they'll be greater than any Bat family ever was. That was Bruce's great failure. He tried to make an army out of family and friends, when he quite literally should have been building an army of himself. Joker leads Batman on a chaotic rampage through this dilapidated old mansion, and it's right around here we see that the Grey Shadow, aka Lucy, one of Bruce's old teachers, was actually still in the process of making her own escape, but the second she sees Batman again, she realizes that he isn't in his right mind and that she might be the only one who's capable of saving him at the moment. When Zur-En-Arrh does manage to get his hands on the Joker, he says that maybe he won't kill him, just break his neck in such a way that he'll be trapped in his body for the rest of his life, which is a very interesting and telling threat for this guy to make, especially when we consider that up until now he has essentially been trapped inside Bruce for years. The Joker manages to scamper away and Lucy swoops on in to try and talk some sense into Batman. She says that he was always a boy with darkness inside him, but never like this. More importantly though, he shouldn't lose heart, because no matter how tough his enemies seem, they can never trap him. They never have before. He either knows every way in and out, or, barring that, he'll just be able to make another exit. This pep talk truly ends up paying off dividends as Batman is able to quickly transform his mind palace to help throw off the other evil multiversal Zurs. What follows is actually a really well constructed and really fun gauntlet wherein Batman must do battle against these multiversal Zurs. First up, we have the Adam West variant, who comes packing a bulletproof shield. Don't worry though, this is Batman's own mind, and two can play at the crazy gadget one-upsmanship game, because Batman just imagines having anti-bat shield shells. I mean, it's not the same as shark repellent, but it's definitely on the same level as shark repellent. Now, while all that is going on, the Zur-En-Arrh Batman continues to give chase to Joker throughout the quickly crumbling manor house. He eventually catches up, puts him over his head, and is ready to give him the old Bane backbreaker special. While inside his own mind, Bruce manages to make short work of the vampire Batman by, get this, going to his father's old nightstand and pulling out his Bible. Because obviously Thomas Wayne's Bible would have a big gold cross on it. Rich guys, am I right? The final combatant in the multiversal gauntlet is actually the Dark Knight Returns Batman, who says that he's different from all the others because he's not a child, he's the only adult in the room, and also, let's face it, he's hardcore, brother. Bruce actually manages to dress this guy down pretty quick, saying that the problem with Batmen like him is that they only know how to be Batman and nothing else. They only know how to feel pain. But deep down in his heart of hearts, Bruce knows that he's more than just Batman, which is, a great thing to say and a great way to win this fight, but, it kind of rings a little hollow considering we just read Gotham War, where Batman once again ran away from his family, to then further and more obsessively throw himself into his superhero work. It's like, geez, Doctor Heal Thyself, am I right? Now, you'd think after this, Bruce would regain control of his own body and begrudgingly save the Joker, only the book ends up going in a really unexpected direction. Bruce does regain his body, but when he comes to, he's in some sort of weird medical theater, with a strange voice speaking to him off-panel saying that none of this was supposed to happen. Or at least not so soon. That was the whole point of Project Terminus. It's ultimately revealed that the person who brought Batman here is none other than Failsafe, alive and well, but who has also seemingly donned a Batman cape of his own. I will freely admit I did did not see that coming when I picked up this issue, and so that was Batman number 140, everybody. And much like the issue that preceded it, I thought some of it was really damn cool, really damn entertaining, and yet on the other hand, there's some stuff that I was a little bit conflicted about. We've certainly seen Batman fight battles in his mind's eye before, but I do love the idea that here they're all personified by radically different versions of Batman from across multimedia. I love that Lucy the Grey Shadow actually gets to be involved in the story and is actually quite pivotal to Batman escaping his own mind. Just another reason for you to all go and read The Knight if you haven't already. I promise it's absolutely excellent. Then you got the Joker and Zur-En-Arrh, who I'm still not 100% sure about. At the beginning of this arc and the end of Gotham War, they make a big deal about re-invoking the return of 3 Jokers, or maybe even the first canon appearance of 3 Jokers. Again, it's kind of hard to tell. But here it seems just when the Joker finally gets what he wants, when he's finally pushed Batman to the edge into a situation where he might actually end up killing him, his big plan is to just, well, run away. I mean, I guess he can't make it easy on Batman, any Batman, even the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, but still, I thought it was a little strange. This white-suited Joker also might very well have died at the end of this issue, or at the very least had his back broken. Then, of course, there's still the strange case of Zur-En-Arrh himself, the axis on which basically the entirety of this Chip Zdarsky run has been spinning since the very beginning. It's certainly nice to get a little bit more characterization for him in this issue with the whole, hey, you know what, I hated being trapped inside you for so long, and it's clearly a fear that I'm still carrying around, and even projecting it on other people. I just really hope they find a way to nail all of this in the end, especially considering everything that happened in Gotham War, because if they don't, then I get the distinct feeling a lot of this is going to feel like it was a long way to go for very little. Overall, though, I did enjoy this issue, and I would feel comfortable giving it another 7.5 out of 10.
Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest, that's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.